Hey everybody, what's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 2. In the previous episode, we were reunited with the Octolings, and we emerged triumphantly. And today's episode, we'll be going towards the Showdown of Fear the Octo Samurai. But before we do that, we're gonna go collect the collectibles hidden across the suction cup lookout. Starting with, we go over here, and destroy the box. Eventually, we'll get our Sardinium. So while we grab these, I would just like to say real quick, something about this Splatoon series I absolutely love is the games are really consistent with how good their character designs are. The Inklings, they're always super adorable. The Squid Sisters and Marina, they're awesome. Pearl, you're okay. But I gotta say, what we're going to be coming up next takes the cake of all the bosses we've seen in the Splatoon series. What we're going to be seeing in today's episode may very well be my favorite boss in the entire Splatoon series. And because I can't remember off the top of my head where the second scroll is, we're going to grab that after we're done with the boss. But anyway, let's go! Splats with honor, Octo Samurai! Smoke this clown, Agent 4, for the honor of your family, or something. This is the Octo Samurai, and this is my absolute favorite boss in the entire Splatoon series. This guy has my favorite character design of all the enemies in the series, because just look at him. He's like a mixture of a samurai and a biker, and his Octobrush, it's a freaking motorcycle! This is the coolest thing ever! I love fighting this boss so much. Alright then, so the Tentacle Agent 4, whale on it! And we defeated one round, so now he only has 2 more things of health left, because that's how these boss fights go. Oh, Carp! This sucker's not messing around! I always love it when they say that. Anyway, we're moving over here, and now this guy's gonna have a couple more attacks that he's gonna be doing. So you definitely need to be careful with this guy, because, as Marie said, he's not messing around. So, same strategy as before, that I forgot to mention because I was praising this guy's design too much. You want to avoid the... Ouch. His eyes will be all sparkly when he does a spin attack, and that spin attack can be very deadly if you don't know what you're doing. If you do know what you're doing, you're just careless like me. He's running up. We're gonna go over here. There we go. So yeah, avoid his attacks and splat him when you get the chance. So that kind of goes without figure, and I don't like saying that because that's not a real saying people say. It's just something that I say. And I'm not a person apparently. I am a gator. Bring the pain! Come on! Yeah! One more hit and you're destroyed! So now we need to be extra careful, because not only is he going to have a couple more deadly attacks, but the barriers surrounding the arena are mostly gone at this point, so you don't have a whole lot of walls to protect you anymore, so you definitely need to be careful. He's going to do 3 attacks like that, so just be careful. I believe he has another attack we haven't seen yet, so he already did that one. I believe there's one more. Oh, no. I think he's about to do it. Yep. Alright, so this attack, this will send a wall of ink against you. So you gotta be careful about that. It's not really hard to avoid as long as you're pretty far away from him. So basically your rule of thumb for this boss is don't be too close to him. Otherwise his attacks would be a lot more difficult to avoid. He's about to do a vertical swing. We were almost defeated. No, we were almost defeated. He's almost defeated. Ah! Ouch. I think we're just barely survived that, and now we're dead. Alright, let's try that again. So as you can see, when you lose your life like that, the enemy's ink, the amount of damage they've taken already during the boss will remain the same, but the ink covering them will disappear. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't, because I'm very bad at explaining things. Are you almost defeated? Come on, almost defeated. If I wasn't recording, then I would have already beaten this guy, because I'm pretty good at this guy, kind of, except when I'm recording. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's just the Let's Play curse. Did we jump over that? Oh, that was cool. I didn't know we could do that. One more. Alright. And we on now engine 4, end it. And we defeated the Octo Samurai. So we're gonna pick up the Sardinium, but before we pick up the Zapfish, listen closely. This is a returning Easter egg from the first game. The most commonly accepted theory is this is the sound of the Octarian society collapsing because of what we've done. And the really creepy thing is, when the first game was released and somebody asked the developers about this, they said they had no idea what they were talking about. Have fun sleeping tonight. Whew, that was kind of insane. Great work, Agent 4. Maybe it's just me, but the Octarian bases feel like they've been given a feminine touch. Maybe they got a new decorator? No. Huh? This radio's on the fritz. I swear, I just changed the batteries on this thing. Actually, there's likely radio interference in the Octo Canyon. All the junk around here is probably giving off electrostatic. See, a lot of consumer products use a frequency called the CPOD band. Microwave ovens are prime culprits. In fact, my micro... Ksh, you're breaking up, Sheldon. Ksh, I'm going through a tunnel in an elevator. Ksh. I love that so much. But now that we defeat the Octo Samurai, the way to the next world is open. And we're going to hold off on that for a little while, because now we'll be moving into the magical land of alternate save files. So, I'll see you guys there. Wahoo World! Alright then, welcome to the magical land of alternate save file. I kind of like this stage because it's a theme park, but actually playing it is a little weird, I'm gonna be completely honest. What's neat about it though is that one of these Splatfest stages was actually kind of inspired. The stage because, whoa, there's, what? There's doorways there? Well, that's just how often I play Rainmaker. I didn't even know that this stage changed when you're playing Rainmaker. That's actually kind of cool. But yeah, what I was trying to say was I kind of like this stage because Wahoo World is based off a theme park, and I absolutely adore theme parks. But I'm gonna be completely honest, playing it isn't actually all that fun because the central column where it rotates and makes it hard to navigate, it's just a little bit weird in my personal opinion. But enough about Wahoo World, because now we're going to be playing through Rainmaker. And Rainmaker also went through a couple changes when you were playing compared to the first game. So what I mean by this is, in the original game, the Rainmaker would activate a tornado-like attack. This game, however, it kind of launches an explosion kind of thing. Not really a tornado. But it's a very different style of attack than what was in the first game, so it takes a little bit of time to adjust to it if you're a veteran of the first game. So it's interesting. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, to be completely honest, because I was so used to how the Rainmaker worked in the first game. I actually kind of liked it in that game. I'm not really good at actually using it in this one. Although to be completely fair, I wasn't actually that good with the Rainmaker in the first game either, so I can't really say that I'm better within this game. But it's an interesting weapon. It's an interesting design change. It's not bad. I can certainly see why some people would enjoy it more. But personally speaking, I'm just so used to how the Rainmaker worked in the first game that it's a little bit distracting, for the lack of a better term. Rainmaker, however, as a whole, is still a really enjoyable ranked battle mode. It's not my personal favorite. That roar goes to Clan Blitz and Splats in the first game. But this is still a pretty enjoyable gameplay mode. We can at least install them so that they don't go any further, please. I'm asking nicely. One thing that's worth mentioning is that the timer on the Rainmaker player, that tells the player holding the Rainmaker how much time they have to hold it before it explodes. Because if you don't take the Rainmaker to the goal before the timer goes off, you explode. It's not very nice at all. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that this is not Clan Blitz, where if you're holding on to the Rainmaker, you cannot use that to super jump while holding the Rainmaker. So you want to keep that in mind. What the heck? I splatted you! I splatted! Okay, there we go. We're definitely not going to win this one. But oh my goodness gracious gravy. Alright, make a path for you. Hopefully they'll follow me. Where are you going? You're going over there. Okay. I'll make a path for you over here then. Where are you going now? Okay. There's somebody behind us. Hopefully they can take care of them. Watch your back. I'm playing support for you right now. I don't have gone down quite yet. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay, seeing those kind of names where they have the initials in close parentheses and things like that, I get a little bit nervous seeing those because I see those a lot in tournaments, however you pronounce that. So I always get nervous that I'm playing against like a super competitive player when I see those names, and it always kind of throws me off for a bit. Alright, they lost the Rainmaker. Alright, we still have a chance. We can do this. Get you. I was aiming too far to the left. Okay, dokie. Alright, super jump over to you. You lost the Rainmaker, that's a good thing. That's good for us. Why? Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm fine. Where are you going? Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're being a smart person and going the way that I was not going, because I was going a kind of stupid way. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I probably shouldn't hold the Rainmaker because I'm not good with controlling this thing. Ah! We can go into overtime. Come on! Come on! No! 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 Oh my goodness, no! We were in overtime and we would have gotten it if we had just gone a little bit further. Oh, that was a good place for them to put a splat bomb, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's why I still not hold the Rainmaker. I am not good with controlling it. Starfish main stage. Starfish main stage. Starfish main stage. Okay. Alright, so I have a bit of a fun story. If you saw, I believe, the previous episode, depending on whether or not I'm thinking my video schedule correctly, we've already seen Tower Control by the time this footage is being uploaded. So you may remember that Tower Control is my least favorite of the ranked battle modes. So I'm legitimately surprised that so far in recording this Let's Play, we've had better luck with Tower Control than Rainmaker. I find that kind of funny because usually it's the opposite way where I have better luck with Rainmaker than Tower Control. So that's something that's kind of amusing. Come on, come on, come on. Just a little bit further. Yes! Perfect victory! Yes! 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 This is such a beautiful sight! Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Salmon Run. Welcome back to Salmon Run. I can't come up with the lyrics on the spot. And now, a fog's rolling in. Stay sharp, no slacking! Welcome back to Salmon Run, lovely people of the world. How are you doing today? I'm running around like a little chicken. Alrighty then, so looks like that person can handle that themselves. Okay, they can go grab a power egg. Alright, so the fog event in Salmon Run, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be harder to see where everything is. The draw distance will not be that great, but it's not really that bad. It's just more of an inconvenience. And also these boss salmonoids will appear where they drop like a bunch of these power rigs and things like that. And one thing I didn't mention last time we saw the steel eel was the fact that there's a moss right there. I can't even get through my commentary in this place. What I was trying to say was that the steel eel will only ever directly target one player. So it won't change targets or anything like that. It will always fixate on one person at a time, which is very nice because if you know who the person is, then you can go around them like I did a moment ago, and it's pretty neat. We already completed our quota for this round, so I don't even have to do anything else except live, because I like being alive. Being alive is awesome. I'm going to save my buddy over there. Come on, come on, come on. Your name looks familiar. I think I've played around with you before. Alright, destroy you people. Alright, we're going off to a pretty great start. I sort of say that because I'm going to jinx myself on my luck in this game. Ready then? One thing that's worth mentioning is that I know I talked about the fact that you could see what stages are in the ranked battles and regular battles. If you look on the Nintendo Switch Online app, you can see Splatnet, which gives you the stage rotation times. The same is also true for Salmon Run, but that wasn't always the case when this game first launched. It didn't always have they didn't always have the rotation times for when Salmon Run was available, because the really weird thing about Salmon Run is that this mode isn't always open. It's very weird, and I legitimately do not understand it. Like, I've tried long and hard to think of, like, some kind of story-based reason why it wouldn't be open all the time, and I legitimately cannot think of one. So I don't know why it's not always open. I wish that they kept it open forever. I love this mode, and I would love to play it forever. Maybe they leave it closed at certain times so they do want to play the other modes in this game. I don't know. It's just really weird. Well, I guess with that mindset, it is also possible that the reason they do... Oh, this is a really bad situation. Okay, never mind. Situations like that, we were cornered between two of those guys, and they're both kind of going back and forth between throwing their bubble of doom and destruction. It makes it really hard to aim at them, and it's really difficult. But luckily, I have a really good team this time. Wow. These people are awesome. I like these people. Alright, I love teams like this that just... these people are just so coordinated, and this is a really good team. I love people like this. I probably should be going over there and helping them out, but I'm going to be doing my own thing real quick because it seems like they know what they're doing. Probably not the best idea to spread out too often during Salmon Run, because if a lot of people are getting splatted, then it's a good idea to have somebody close by to revive them. Alright, let's do one more round. Splatter Shot Pro. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to see the beach. Unfortunately, we couldn't. Now go get me some golden eggs. There's a boss Salmonoid incoming. Do your job! I love how Mr. Grizz has, like, it's kind of like he's shouting or something like that. I don't know. This is a really charming character. We never actually get to see what they look like, aside from that bear statue in his office area. So, I don't think he's actually a bear or anything like that. I don't think they have bears in the Splatoon universe. Maybe they do, I don't know. Squids evolved into anthropomorphic people. Maybe bears did too. Okay, you know what? That'd actually be really awesome if a bear was playable in Splatoon 3. It won't happen, but it'll be kind of funny seeing like a bunch of squids and octopi everywhere, and then all of a sudden a bear shows up. I hope it's a grizzly bear. Grizzly bears are my favorite. In case you haven't seen the past couple episodes, it's late at night when I'm recording this video, and I tend to think about really off-the-topic random stuff when it's late at night. No, Steel Eel, you're not at my birthday party. Okie dokie. Alright. Come on. Thank you very much. That reminded me of Scare Skipper, and we just mentioned Dark Mood. Like, thank you very much. Good job. Thank you very much. Scare Skipper is honestly one of my favorite online multiplayer modes in the Nintendo 3DS. They didn't really have a whole lot of online games on the 3DS. Like, they had Triforce Heroes, which I didn't really particularly care for. They had Mario Kart 7, which I never had. I think Smash Brothers... Yeah, Smash Brothers 3DS also had online multiplayer, but I do honestly prefer playing the Wii U version. And we did it! Final wave clear! Yay! Squid party! Well done, that's the last of them. Now get back to the boat. Boats, boats, boats! Boats! Alright, we'll do one more round of Salmon Run before we call it quits for the online multiplayer assassin. A true professional. That is probably my favorite pun in this Splatoon series. Professional. Ready then? Let's see if we can get to the top. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. It's very late at night. I want to go to bed. But I must play one more round. That is like the catchphrase of every gamer out there. Just one more round. Happens with this game. Happens with Tetris 99. It's the Let's Play... Not even the Let's Play curse. It's just the gamer's curse in general. Yay, Japanese names I can't read. Everyone learn Japanese someday. I know Light Sagas learn Japanese, and everyone learn Japanese too. Hydra Splatling. Ooh. Okay, so when the silhouette goes to the bottom like that, that means that the tide's going to be down. So you're going to want to go over here. When you're in the lower ranks, you definitely want to signal to your people that you do want to go to the beach by using the this way command. And a lot of people respond to this way more often than they do in the competitive multiplayer modes in this game, which I really like because you need all the teamwork you can get in this mode. Alright, yeah, we got you. That wasn't too bad. Alright, if I were to complain about one thing about Salmon Run, I don't really like the fact that there's only one stage in the rotation at a time. Because there's a lot of really good Salmon Run stages. I love literally every Salmon Run stage in the game. There's not like a port mackerel equivalent for Salmon Run or anything like that, where I just absolutely despise it and avoid it like the plague. But I do wish that there was more than just one available at a time. So going back to what I was saying a moment ago, I think maybe a good reason why it's not always available is so that the game will be able to find multiplayer rooms fast enough for the other multiplayer modes, because if everybody was playing Salmon Run, nobody would be playing ranked battles or anything like that, and then it would be really difficult to find a ranked battle room. So maybe that's the reasoning why it's not always available. Of course, they could also make Salmon Run available whenever Tower Control is available, so nobody would ever play Tower Control. Sorry, James, I know you like Tower Control. I just don't. Alright, so a really good strategy when you're in the last couple seconds by the beach is the fact that the enemies will only spawn by the beach. So you don't necessarily have to stay in this area if you've already met your quota, and you're now having a hard time staying away from the bad guys. So my word of advice right there would be, if you're in a very tough spot, but you've already met your quota, get out of the beach. Because they will not appear in this area, for example. They will not appear in this part of the map, so you'll have a lot more time to save yourself if you're having trouble. That's my personal advice. So, yeah. I'm gonna secure view. That was really cool. Those little chums right there. When I said that, I thought of Zeke from Xenoblade 2. Alright, chum. Behold the mighty Zeke von Genbu, bringer of chaos, also known as Zeke, and often addressed as the Zekeinator. Behold my blade, Pandaria, and this is my sword, the Purple Lightning Dream Smasher. If you want a taste, come and get it. I've memorized that quote, and I've played that clip on YouTube, and rewatched it in the actual game itself so many times. I won't go into spoilers, but Zeke may very well be my favorite character in that game. What was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, the chum enemies. That got really off topic very fast. What noise was that? What noise was that? Ah! I was laughing and screaming in fright at the same time. How is that scientifically possible? And can I please finish my little rant about the chums? The tiny ones you want to look out for because they're pure evil. That's all I was trying to say before I got distracted by literally a billion things. It's not the right way to use the word literally, but I don't care. Alright, the tide's going up, and looks like it's going to be transitioning into nighttime. Don't be the mothership, 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 don't be the mothership. Okay, goody. It's a griller. I believe we've seen this before, but just in case we haven't, my best advice for this is that if you have a griller on your trail, then you want to lure them towards the basket so that your teammates will be able to get over to the area quicker. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for that. Also watch out for these tiny chums, because they are not nice. They are the opposite of nice. They are rice. Owie! Speaking of not nice. Ready then? Alright. I'm saying alright way too much. That happened during Limbo, and that's happening again in Splatoon 2. I don't know, do I always say that? Long-time viewers, can you let me know if I've been saying alright for a long time, because I feel like I have. It hasn't really bothered me since, until like Splatoon, until Limbo, excuse me. Also, that right there, I kind of subconsciously did it, but it's worth mentioning that if somebody activated an inkjet, you'll be able to swim underneath it to be able to activate yourself staying alive. That was a very poor way of wording that, but basically, you can go underneath there, save yourself, they don't even have to shoot at you or anything like that, because the ink underneath the inkjet counts as damage. So, that's a pretty good word of advice, if I do say so myself. I have to give myself a pat on the back, except I won't, because that's weird. Oh, we're gonna lose. Except not. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Yes! 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 Yes, yes, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Booyah! Booyah! Yes, yes, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Booyah! Booyah! Oh my goodness! We got that in like the last couple seconds. That is a great place to call it quits for this episode. I am really happy with this salmon run. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Splatoon 2, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah. Can I just say, this series has probably like the most fun intros and outros since Pikmin 3.